5 tips for adding meaningful branching to a scenario without getting carried away. This is for all those e-learning designers out there, both old and new, who think a simulation should be something more than a tutorial with 4 decision points. So, no more correct or incorrect. What happens when you answer wrong then? Well, maybe you get an email from your manager. Hey there, Sal, that email you just sent the customer had confidential information in it. Better send me any correspondence in advance for the next week so I can review them, all right? Thanks, buddy. Ouch. What just happened is called a realistic pain point. How many of those do you want to get in your training experience? Not many. It's the kind of thing designed to get a learner to sit up and take notice. Gagne's first rule, by the way. Okay, but you also have to keep their attention once you have it with great content, well presented and explained, for example in feedback. What was wrong with that email? Maybe you could have the manager send them a marked up version showing their errors. Sounds great, but how can you do that in an e-learning program? It's not easy, I'll admit. But where there's a will, there's usually a way. 1. Present 3 emails for them to choose from, so you know exactly what was said. 2. Make the email a fill-in-the-blank with drag-and-drop words or phrases used to complete it. 3. They could build the email one phrase at a time from options you provide. 4. Have them freely compose the email, then search the text for keywords or phrases. This last is beyond the capabilities of most authoring programs, but a bit of programming code might just do the trick. And why stop there? What if mistakes are cumulative? What if, after 3 such goof-ups, your manager calls you in to take you off the project or account, i.e. start over? What if the client isn't satisfied? What if a coworker sees them flailing and gives them advice, or boasts that they'll never make it? What if all this is built into a structured flowchart that gives your SMEs a bird's eye view so all the possible branches can be seen ahead of time, discussed, explained, and checked off? The result would be a realistic simulation of a process the learner must master with lots of natural embedded feedback and opportunities for practice. The process becomes more digestible, fear of failure is assuaged by letting them fail in many different ways, but also by letting them try it over and over again, and knowledgeable competence and confidence are built up bit by bit. Does that sound like any simulation you've been part of? If so, tell your story in the comments, and let's get more of this kind of thing going. So, I promised 5 rules, and here they are in no particular order. 1. Let the learner fail, preferably multiple times, but always tell them where they went wrong and why, and let the message come from someone in their world, not the omniscient trainer. 2. Start with a flowchart that lets you and your partners think through realistic scenarios. This allows you to change tracks without a lot of work having been done. 3. Allow yourself to create meaningful interactions and then problem solve your way into making them happen. Think outside of the authoring system box and make it work for you, not the other way around. 4. Don't be afraid of hurting the learner's feelings. A realistic pain point is tempered by the recognition that, yup, that could happen. And finally, 5. You must learn the ins and outs of the process yourself and probe deeper for meaningful and realistic tasks and feedback. The result will be something better than the learners asked for and will keep them coming back for more.